Hey guys, so today's Thursday and welcome to today's trade breakdown. Actually today, once again, really clean trading day. Just textbook market maker buy model and really amazing. Was much fun to trade today. And yeah, just let's go over this trade basically. We will start as always with the daily chart. Actually what we have right here is that we are now starting to trade basically lower. We are able to expand lower. Still, even if we are bearish on the daily chart, actually today was really clean for trading a retracement. So with that we can drop to a hourly chart, and as you can see right here we have still kind of high resistance trading lower, but eventually we are trading lower. So midnight opening price above here basically, and from there only traded lower. So really in oversold conditions. And what we also still have is basically if we drop to a 5-minute chart, wait 1 second, I put it to 50-minute chart as well. So right here we have basically still the quadrants of our new day opening gap right here, and because we are expecting that we will eventually completely fill in the gap right here, because we have a upside delivery already. We want to see that we also deliver to the downside in order to balance the price range right here. Definitely we can expect that the quadrants levels will basically deliver support to the market, as you can see right here, basically respecting not only the high of the gap, but also more importantly the upper quadrant, and also today the CE level. So yeah, with that I think we can even drop to a 5-minute chart. I think it's a bit more cleaner right here. So what we can see, yeah, as I already mentioned, we traded lower basically with the opening, and so not with the opening, midnight opening, and yeah, just only traded lower and swept basically every session SSL liquidity. And also with the okay, let's drop to a 1-minute chart. So right here we have the opening. A bit difficult to see. So wait, into front. So right here we have the 9:30 opening, and from there we already traded lower. SMT is in play, and I was really convinced that we would take out basically the New York open kill zone SSL liquidity, and also trade back basically with that, as you can see, to the CE level, or basically approach it. I don't know if we reach it by the tick. I think not by the tick. Yeah, some ticks basically we left out. Therefore, I think we came down now to it, because now we are definitely respecting the upper quadrant. But that's enough, especially because we also had a bearish SMT being in play, and more importantly also a really clean 1-minute SMT, which I love to see if it's basically compared with a session SMT. And from there on, I already knew, okay, we are going to see a retracement. Why? Because we have basically done no damage to the sell side, to the buy side. So yeah, really clean New York open kill zone buy side liquidity, also equal highs right here. We have London highs, so only traded lower. We did no damage to the buy side, therefore we can expect a retracement. And even way more importantly, not only the fact that we are oversold, swept session liquidity and traded into a high time frame PD array, so CE, we are also trading really clean, aligned with regular trading hours. So that's basically, as you can see right here, we have a new open range gap of 200 handles. If we are above 120, we are in trading conditions. And therefore, we want to see that we trade back to the upper quadrant of our new day opening range gap at least. And from there on, continue our trend basically, in that case, lower. And that's exactly what we did see basically today. So with the opening, we traded lower, swept also SSL liquidity right here. And in that case, that's definitely manipulation, and we don't want to chase anything lower in here. Definitely there was the New York open kill zone SSL liquidity to target, yes. But in that case, we want to wait for the 10-year macro, and we want to trade aligned with the higher time frame, and also more importantly with regular trading hours. Therefore, I'm not interested in taking any shorts in here. because we are already this oversold on regular trading hours as well, as you saw on electronic trading hours, either because we are just way below all opening prices. Therefore, this right here is your manipulation lower, your, I don't know how to call it, you can call it how you want. Basically, it's power free, it's the 930 Judas swing, it's the Paddy swing, I don't know, many names basically for 930 manipulation. But yeah, that's why I looked for longs, and in that case, really clean setup, played out perfectly, just like a textbook market maker buy model. I entered already after we basically broke above CE of the order block right here. So why did I not take basically the consecutive order block? Just because I'm really convinced, I really have a strong conviction that we are going to trade higher. Therefore, I don't want to miss out. SMT is in play, trade into a high time frame PD array. We are right here 3 minutes before our 10-year macro. So there's nothing that's basically that we should have waited for. So every indication is basically a line. In that case, I just take basically the order block right here. And also what I really like is that we have no inefficient 5-minute wick. So with basically also the new 5-minute gap opening up, not 5-minute gap, 5-minute candle opening up, we trade lower and create basically the 5-minute SMT right here as well. And that's really clean to see. I entered once we broke above CE, we traded lower, wanted to see a reaction of CE, we got that. I entered right here with 2 contracts, and from there basically we only traded higher. Took my first partial right here at 930 opening price. Why? Just because if you take a look on regular trading hours as well, we have just no price action above 930 open, so above 930, and therefore that's in my opinion, really clean area to take partials, especially because we had already SMT being in play with ES, so ES already swapped New York open kill zone buy sell liquidity. NQ was a bit behind, but actually I was convinced that we would trade higher. Still, I'm content with taking partials, so that's what we want to take. And especially if you also take a look on the 50-minute chart, what's maybe not the best conditions right here is the huge wick to the downside. So therefore we could or can expect that we will eventually see down close candles basically balance the inefficient wick right here. Therefore I'm even more content with taking partials, because I don't want to trade against such an aggressive 50-minute wick. And yeah, from there we still traded higher. We took our New York open kill zone buy sell liquidity, also the buy sell liquidity right here, equal highs, and traded into the upper quadrant. So that's what you can see right here. I've basically marked out those quadrants levels on this chart as well. And yeah, I closed right here perfectly at the upper quadrant. I'm done with that for the day, and it's just really insane. So yesterday and today, both 2 textbook trades, perfect conditions, perfect managed, and that's exactly what I want to trade. So to me, that's trading. I have a really strong conviction, I have a high probability in the market to make money in that case on those 2 days. And yeah, that's just what I want to trade. I don't need anything else. Just yesterday a super clean market maker sell model, today a super clean market maker buy model, and I think that's just perfect. And we have to be really patient to wait for such days. We had yesterday and today. They are not presenting themselves basically every week. So sometimes, okay, this week we had basically 2 really clean trading days, but I think we do not always have one every week, so you really have to be patient. Sorry guys, I catch a cold, so sorry for my voice. But yeah, a really perfect execution, really perfect trade within our 10 AM macro. I think also right here I was convinced that we would eventually see movement to the downside as well, just because of the 50-minute wick, and also due to the fact that we kind of missed out on reaching the CE level. We did it right here, but to me that's a low resistance liquidity run, and therefore I don't want to be in anything afterwards. Why? Because then we can anticipate that we basically met our objective, and therefore, or not met our objective in that case because we traded lower, but that we definitely saw already the low resistance liquidity run play out, and therefore we can expect more high resistance afterwards. And that's basically what we got. Yes, of course, we expanded lower within our London close macro, so quite clean delivery. But yeah, also a bit, yeah, back and forth, high resistance, many wicks, not as clean as on the left side. So yeah, that's why I'm really content with not trading. And also with being on F100, it doesn't really even make sense because of the consistency rule. Making too much money on one day is basically not even recommendable. So yeah, that's basically it. I think I covered everything today. So that's basically it. Yeah, I'm going or looking forward to reach the SSL liquidity down here. And I don't know, tomorrow I think maybe a bit more difficult day just because of taking a look at the weekly chart. So the weekly chart is really difficult to navigate right now because we have just so many new week opening gaps. Sorry. In that case, I don't really know if Friday is going to continue lower or if we see a inside day or if we see a reversal or a consolidation. So I can't really tell, but I really will look, or I'm really, how you say it, yeah, leaning back basically tomorrow, I think. So trying not to engage. I want to focus on trading only quality conditions. So the last 2 days have been better than my whole last 1 month trading. So I think in my last trading month, I had only 1 day where I made money with my first trade. And every other day where I made money was basically only after the second, third, or even, I don't know, fourth, fifth trade. So that's also kind of over traded in that case. So I'm really looking forward for those kind of setups, for those kind of conditions where I just know where we are going to draw to, where we are trading perfectly aligned with regular trading hours, and more importantly also with the right draw for price. So perfect session liquidity in here to reach for, SMT being in play, smart money reversal, super clean low resistance liquidity run. So no drawdown, as you see. I entered right here and I did not had any drawdown. I mean, that's what we want to see. We don't have to trade any difficult conditions. We don't want to see that. And I'm really trying to focus on that. And I really like how I traded the last 2 days. So yeah, perfect, just done for today. Hope you enjoyed the breakdown. Enjoy your week, enjoy your weekend, and see you basically, I don't know, tomorrow or next week. But I think probably next week. So see you soon.